Well, the eyes of the world will be back on the Vatican next week. Starting Wednesday, the Papal Conclave to elect a new pope will begin. And while the center of the Catholic Church is with the Pope, the American Church's influence is growing.
U.S. cardinals are helping to shape and shift Catholicism for the next generation. NBC News' Jay Gray shares what two of the cardinals think their church needs to embrace.
With the Catholic faith in a historic moment of transition, the American Church will play a key role in the path forward.
American cardinals are more influential in Rome today than they ever have been.
Italy is the only country with more active cardinals than the U.S., many like Chicago Cardinal Joseph Supich.
I go to Rome every month for a meeting.
With important leadership roles at the Vatican.
The Pope has asked me on a number of occasions to take responsibility for giving a report on something or another, or ways in which I can help him.
Input from Supich and other U.S. cardinals helping to map out the future of the Catholic faith.
It is bringing areas of particular U.S. interest to the fore in Rome, but it's also issues that are pertinent throughout the entire globe.
Issues and the influence of Pope Francis centered on inclusion and diversity, pushing the American Church to open its doors to groups that in the past, frankly, have not had much of a role in the Catholic faith.
We have to make sure that everyone feels welcome.
A big part of that focus, the growing immigrant population.
In general, we have been a nation which reaches out to those who are suffering, those who are immigrants, and those who are seeking new lives. And we need to recapture that, renew that, and within the Catholic community understand that that is a requirement of our faith.
Many parishioners also continue to push for a more open environment, welcoming LGBTQ participants in the Mass, along with those divorced or married to someone outside the Catholic faith.
We can't put up barriers or obstacles to people because maybe they missed the mark, they're still struggling with something in their life, but rather we're there to help them continue the journey of life in a way that makes them whole. And so that is the attitude, that is the approach that we need to take as we do ministry today.
Pope Francis has given women a much larger role in decision-making and governance in Rome, something that started to trickle down to U.S. parishes.
My own view is that women should be included in any ministry that's not doctrinally precluded, okay? And that's the vast majority of the life of the church.
A church that some still criticize as too slow to enact significant change, something American cardinals realize they must continue to address.
The church will have no future if it doesn't have a present. So people have to center on what is the present moment and the challenge that we're called to today. If we do that, we will have a future.
A future framed in part by the input of American cardinals as they help select the next leader of their faith. Jay Gray, NBC News.